live with Drew Schultz. If I went in on the Purdy video, this man went in on the 10 seconds from Standing in the Shadows of Motown on the Jack Ashford clip. We were nerding out about it the other day, and I said, you got to teach me these subtleties. So you're going to take us through. Just start, show us for... See, this is where I was getting it wrong. I thought it was a lot of fanciness in this hand. But really, you got to be able to play the rhythms completely in this hand. Show us some,
All right. So if your right hand, you're holding the tambourine, your right hand striking with your left. And most, you said the American method. Most people will play left and right, going like this.
Right.
So you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But the problem with that is if you're doing a 16th note, 1, E, and you can only hit on the 1, not the E.
Right.
The and, not the because there's nothing here to hit against.
Correct.
Right? So Jack Ashford, what I realized about him is instead of doing this, 1, E, and left and right, he's twisting his hand. So it's this motion. Yep.
Downbeat going down.
Correct. And the way I look at down is the top of the tambourine going down versus the bottom coming up. So I think about it like down, up, down, up. Instead of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is not... You don't use that motion for... You said kielbasa you would learn.
Kielbasa, yes.
But other than that, you just kind of have to shed getting that to sound
it's turning the doorknob.
Yeah. Chicka.
Yep.
So I did get that far, but I was still thinking this hand was doing a lot of work. But you can you just play an Ashford thing without even using this hand? Because you have those rhythms down.
Yeah, and he does too. And he's like, he can play some syncopated stuff just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
See?
Sorry.
See, I always thought it was this hand doing the work.
And it kind of is in some ways.
Okay.
Because this hand does have to come up. So you want the palm of your hand, to meet the head. So the bigger the tambourine is, the more motion this hand is going to have to do. Now,
what was the brand of tambourine? The famous brand?
I think he's got Grover. I think Jack. He's got Grover.
Okay.
You have to ask Jack though. He is on Facebook. You can find him. Yeah. But I think he's a Grover guy. Yep. And so it's this combination of like an accent, right, and a non-accent, and that idea of being able to get both the 1 E and or the 1 E and allows you to get a more complicated possibility of accents.
Right. That's the advanced.
Right.
Then we're getting into the advanced territory.
Right.
For one thing, I'm going to practice that you showed me yesterday was kind of the classic Ashford groove, but just with this. That one was like 2, 1. What was it?
Like 1 and 2 and up, E and
yeah.
Good. And try through the and a 1.
Yeah, can you slow that down?
Yep. So you got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Now you could add the 4 and a 1.
Right.
And 2 and a 3 4 E and a 1. And 2 and a 3 E.
It's just drum kit. On tambourine.
Drum kit on tambourine. Yeah. So speeding that up. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and a 1.
Throw in that.
Yeah. So, oh man, we're getting real advanced now.
Well, no, I want to get to the full,
Yeah, so you got this pop idea too, where you have the accents, and then you got the pop. Yeah. Sorry about that. But let's start with just the accent on 2 and 4. So same motion, 1 and 2 and a E 4, 2, 4. not quite. Right? Yeah, I mean, what you're doing, you're jumping ahead already.
Yeah.
So now you got this, where you've got 3 different volume levels. One is just this, right? One is this, and the third is, so it's like low, mid, super high. So that's where you get, if you take the same rhythm,
what song would that be?
Oh, I don't know. So many.
Okay,
so many. Yeah, yeah.
Now the trick that what got me is when you start shedding it initially, you're just filling in every note. You just think it's always doing this here.
Yeah.
But the Ashford thing is that he's kind of playing. He's leaving a lot of notes out here.
Leaving a lot of notes out. Yeah, you'll see him do the 1 and 2 a lot. 1 and 2. Right.
Right.
And so you might.
Yeah.
Right. Right. But if you want to add all the accents,
he
all
does
the
that
notes in,
too.
that makes it real thick. So that'd be something like a 1, 2, 3. So
That's
now, that's home base. And you got all these options: 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I did it by accident.
Yeah.
I'm on autopilot. I did that thing by accident.
Yeah. Do we want to get into the little triplet thing, or should we just go for the?
Oh,
yeah. What is that? I don't even know.
So the reason why I started doing that was because if you think about it as down and up strokes, going with a downstroke into 1 is the easiest way to get back to that 1 and 2.
Correct.
And so this motion, 1 triplet 2 or 4 and triplet 1, whatever it is.
Starting with an up.
It's going to end with a down. Yep. And what's nice is
that's the Irish guitar thing. You start with the up, so no one can figure it out.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like landing points, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times you're landing on the down anyways.
Right.
So if you're landing on the down, you're going to start with an up, which opens that up, down, or 1 triplet, bam, right? And so if you're hitting 4 on the backbeat on 4, you can do like a 16th note triplet on the end of 4,
right,
leading you back into 1, which is going to be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
There it is.
2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, 2, 3, and you can get the
just like Irish guitar.
Do the hit with it too. Nah, I don't think.
Okay.
I've seen him do it with the shake though. I'm not sure if he would do it with.
Okay.
Again, you'll have to check that one.
Now, going deep on the clip. What's the YouTube keyword for the clip?
Oh, look up Funk Brothers Ain't Too Proud to Beg
from the documentary.
It starts with Ben Harper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we revisited it, and he opens it with something truly impossible. He goes, "For baka de boom."
Oh, I thought you were talking about when he picks it up in time.
Oh yeah,
there's that too.
He picks it up on he hits it by accident
in time.
Cool, 16th note.
Yeah.
But he goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's just
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And so
it's descending.
Yeah, and you'll see his left hand will be a lot straighter than mine is versus this kind of.
Yeah, what was I doing the other day? I was getting.
You were holding it like
or something.
Yeah, you were holding it.
Just wanted it to be right angles, right?
Yeah.
Just get that feeling good. I haven't gotten that feeling natural. That probably takes a week or something, right?
It depends. Yeah, if you do it with a book, it helps because you can do it anywhere. You know.
Okay, so practice with anything.
Yeah, or practice with music. And then my big thing, because I'm a David Garibaldi nut, is to permute and move something over.
Oh, it shows that one, yeah.
Yeah, so David Garibaldi from Tower of Power, his big thing is anything that you've got in your vocabulary on the drums, you should be able to play starting on any beat. So
Interesting.
If you think about paradiddles a lot, and you're thinking 1, 2, 3, be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
2, or starting in anywhere.
Okay, great.
So if you're doing this idea of 1,
clapping music.
3, yep, Steve Wright. So
funky.
So you got that 1 E and 2. I'm gonna just hit the downbeats. 1 E and 2, 3, yeah. Then the E. So 1 E and 2 E and yep. Then
great.
The and 1 E and right. Then the Then do that with 2 notes instead of 1.
That's where it gets good.
So if you're doing 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, now move that. So 1 E and 2. 3,
that's where you get good.
4, 1, 2.
That's where you get good.
Yep. Then 3. And where I still need work is, and this is where Jack Ashford is still amazing. He's really good at doing the kind of slap tone to the hit.
Right.
Quick. I'm pretty bad at that. I tend to linger on the hit.
Okay.
And so that's why in that video where he counts off his 1, 2, 3, it's that hit, and then everything else after it is like
yeah.
And it's just quick. I don't have that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's humble. He's still trying to improve, but I hope you learned a lot on the Jack Ashford Thanksgiving lesson with Drew Schultz.
Thanks, Jack.
Oh, dude.